So boom, Big Rald at HKJ3. Today we're looking at LaMelo Ball, Streetball just may have saved the NBA. Now we know how LaMelo play. We know how weird the NBA has gotten with all these big men shooting threes and like. I think Curry really messed it up for us though. Like he should have been the only one that is able to do so, but we got all these big men shooting from the half court line. We got big men and point guards who barely shoot more threes than usual. It's getting out of hand.
Others are locked in chasing the glory of a championship ring. And then there are those rare players who play for the pure love of the game.
Yeah.
Because basketball runs through their veins.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least he did for a moment. Past him.
And one.
If you haven't
That's how I
noticed
play for
yet,
real. I really
LaMelo
play
Ball
like
of
that,
the
though.
Charlotte Hornets isn't just playing basketball. He's rewriting the script, redefining what it means to be a true
Real
hooper
street
in
baller.
today's NBA.
Real street baller. That was fire.
The moves he's pulling off feel like they're from Rucker Park.
Ooh.
And it might be a bit premature to say, but I'm getting the feeling that LaMelo
Yeah.
could be the NBA's modern-day Allen Iverson, a
Yeah.
player who brought the raw essence of street ball into the heart of the association.
Stop
Ladies and
playing with
gentlemen,
him.
as we all know by now, the NBA is facing a viewership crisis, and while LaMelo
Facts.
Ball wasn't the name many expected to go viral in a time like this, by the end of this video, you'll see that he might just become the most pivotal figure the game has seen in years.
Come on, Melo. Bring him back. Bring him back to life.
LaMelo! Another deep one! His seventh of the game! Sitting a huge basket.
LaMelo Ball has to be one of the most entertaining players in the NBA. I mean, just look at this play where Giannis misses the game winner against the Hornets. Now, listen to what LaMelo said about it during the post-game interview.
Talk to him.
What did you see right here when Giannis took
Fine,
that shot?
fine.
Everyone was
I bet he
underneath the
fine.
Basket for that rebound.
You said that last play when he took the shot? Yeah, we loaded up. That's what we wanted. Put the hand up and then live with the results.
He got fined for saying no.
Did you know that LaMelo Ball got fined $100,000 for this 10-second-ish interview? Honestly, when I first heard about the fine, I did what everyone else did. I replayed the interview from start to finish, and to be real, it took me 3 or 4 tries before I finally understood why the NBA fined him.
Yeah, we loaded up.
I don't want to get too deep into this, but
got
honestly,
fined for that.
this
That's
fan's
crazy.
comment pretty much nails it. I don't know what's funnier, LaMelo saying that or the league fining him over it, laughing emoji. Y'all see these pink shoes, right? Look at their position. The left foot is almost flat on the ground, while the right one's just barely touching the ground. Now, those are
Shooting that
LaMelo's
thing.
shoes, and based on that stance, you'd probably think he's about to drive to the basket, right?
No.
But nope. LaMelo is so unconventional that this is actually how he shoots the ball sometimes. It's honestly
Don't
so
care
weird,
at all.
and I can't figure out why he does it because
You don't care.
it's not
Busting
like
that
he
hoe.
always shoots like that.
Okay.
As you can clearly see here.
Busting that hoe.
Unconventional is probably the perfect word to describe it. I mean, these awkward stance shots almost look like one-footed attempts. And seriously, when was the last time you saw someone dance around a bit, then casually pull off a step-back, one-legged fadeaway three? It's the kind of move you'd expect in a street ball game. Yet, here he is, pulling it off in the NBA against some of the toughest defenders
Facts.
in the world and making it look easy.
Look how you step into the shot, though. Look how you step into
Against some of the toughest defenders in
Look
the
how
world
you step into it,
and
bro.
making it look easy.
But then he step. Okay, then.
Frankly
Yeah.
speaking,
Yeah, he
we
been
should
doing
see
it since
coming,
high school.
especially with the wild stuff he was pulling off in high school, like casually pointing to the ground before sinking half-court shots.
First one to do it. Come on, man. Come on, man.
The stuff LaMelo's doing is flashy.
Triple
And
B,
that's
man.
exactly what the NBA has been missing lately. Don't get me wrong, though. NBA teams today are more skilled than ever. Players are shooting better than at any point in history. We can see it on the court, and the numbers and analytics back it up.
Okay, they went crazy last year.
The focus on efficiency is turning the NBA into one big algorithm.
Facts.
And the absolute truth of the matter is, it's starting to turn viewers off. I'm not saying this is the only reason the NBA is becoming less appealing to fans, but here are some
everybody's
of the key sentiments
shooting,
fans
bro.
are sharing about why the league might be struggling with ratings.
Every big
NBA
shoot.
ratings suck because of too many three-point shots.
Come on.
I agree. Every single team does the exact same thing.
Come on, bro. I'm trying to
Could be
tell
that
y'all.
every possession of every NBA game goes like this. Dribble past half court, pass, shoot three-point, repeat 200 times. I've been an NBA fan since
I only like see
1972. The NBA.
My favorite player is Kyrie. He ain't just busting no threes up. He really gonna sham guy in and out cross, fade, mid range, on your head, and he'll go from the perimeter too. But he's skilled. He'll show you skill getting to the rack. He not just finna. He got all around game though. Kyrie is the best
Today is hard
in the
to watch
league.
because of too many threes.
Best player ever.
Shooting 55 plus threes a game.
Best all around
Yup.
player.
Every game is
Best
a
skill
three-point
player.
contest. What's paradoxical about LaMelo Ball bringing more excitement to the league is that he's actually
Dink.
taking more threes than anyone else this season, averaging nearly 13 attempts per game. The difference, though, is that his threes aren't your typical algorithm
Facts.
threes.
He really creative with
I
his
mean,
threes.
Just look at some of them.
He
Fading
doing their
one-footed threes while
1
going
foot
left,
street ball.
the dribble,
Stop
step
playing.
back, one-footed threes.
1 foot.
Have you ever seen
Mouthpiece.
anything like this coming from
Ooh,
one
snatch
man on a
back.
daily
1 footer.
basis? It's absolutely wild. It almost looks like he's not even taking the game seriously.
Left-handed.
They do look like you playing around.
Steps up over. Oh, he missed that LaMelo.
Hey.
On top of his one-legged threes, he's pulling off all kinds of crazy moves on the court. The kind of stuff I used to see back in high school when kids were just trying to show
Hey.
off. Kyrie pulls off moves like this
That's what
occasionally.
there we go.
But LaMelo, it feels like he's trying to bring
There we
Chino
go.
Hills basketball into the NBA with every single game. Like, just look at this alley-oop he throws in transition. He was still mid-stride and doesn't even jump. Or this stop on a dime step-back three that left both defenders completely lost. Or this dance, followed by a spin, a downhill drive, and a smooth shot over the secondary defender.
The
guys.
poise. That boy got
On
poise.
top of all that,
That boy got
Ryan is
poise.
ranking the elites of the elites while putting up some insane numbers. First off,
Look
he's
at the bench,
averaging
the bench
31
is
points per
damn.
game, second to only Giannis
really made
and Greek
that.
Freak himself. Let me say that
He
again.
really made that
LaMelo
shit,
Ball
bro.
is averaging 31 points per game. That's right up there with what prime LeBron James, prime Kevin Durant, and prime Steph Curry were doing during their craziest seasons.
So you missed
That's
the
some
true
pretty elite
bigs.
company to be
Really
in,
get dirty.
especially when you're out here
Put you
treating
down
the
in the
NBA
rack.
like your own personal playground. Like, it's one thing to rack up points in a system that operates like an algorithm, but it's a whole different game to drop 30 while you're pulling off all sorts of crazy moves on the court. And here's where it gets even crazier. He's not doing
boy
this
fire.
against low-level cone-like defenders. Take Giannis, for example.
Yeah, he
Former
on
Defensive
Giannis'
Player of
head,
the
too.
Year, a five-time
Yeah, he
All-Defensive
on his
Team
head,
member,
too.
and still in his
We
prime
not
at
playing with
29.
you either, Giannis.
Yet, in a recent matchup between the Bucks and Hornets,
We on your
LaMelo
head
was
too,
cooking
boy.
him like barbecue chicken.
Barbecue chicken.
I mean, Giannis had
Come
absolutely
on, man.
no answer to stopping LaMelo.
Hey.
And honestly, it was wild to watch. Like, here's the Greek Freak, a 6'11" powerhouse
cook
with a
him.
7'4" wingspan, in the peak of his athletic prime, getting schooled by LaMelo, who went on to drop 50 on him.
Yes, sir.
Funny enough, one fan summed up Melo's game perfectly. Bro plays like he has one AirPod in. All jokes aside, LaMelo and his style of play might be
Facts.
exactly what the NBA needs right
NBA
now.
do need it.
It's exciting. It creates
Keep turning up,
buzz,
Melo.
and
We
most
need it.
importantly,
I
it's the
ain't
kind
even
of
watching
basketball
NBA in a
that fans love to
while.
watch. But here's the challenge. How does the NBA embrace this?
I'm only gonna tune
The
in for
league is
playoffs
deeply
though.
Rooted in ring culture.
That's the only time I'm
If you don't
tuning
win a
in.
championship,
Over
you're
with.
nobody, and the critics never stop. Just look at Charles Barkley, for example. The man's been a legend on the court, but for
Hey.
over 2 decades, he's been clowned for one thing: never winning a ring.
I achieved greatness. Shaq, you know what that feels like. Kenny, I know you know what that feels.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to stop it right there.
Damn,
The
Charles.
problem with a culture that prioritizes rings above all else in the modern NBA is that teams become hyper-focused on making everything as predictable as possible. While that might be great for winning, it strips away the creativity and flair that makes
Facts.
basketball
No
exciting for
creativity
fans. And let's not forget,
And ball,
the
man.
NBA,
Everybody just
like
want the
any other
ring. You
entertainment
gotta
business,
really work
relies
for
on
it.
its
Everybody just
fans.
want to pay to win,
Without
basically.
them, there's no league.
Can't beat them, join them
Now,
type
I'm not
league,
saying
bro.
LaMelo Ball is the only entertaining player in the NBA because of his street ball style. Steph Curry is still arguably the greatest show on earth with his wizardry.
We know that.
Kyrie Irving remains box office, and Luka
Yeah.
is as electrifying as
Riri.
ever. But what sets LaMelo apart is that his style feels fresh, and more importantly, a little more relatable to fans. The vast majority of NBA fans probably grew up playing street ball, trying out wild moves and crazy shots on the court. And LaMelo brings that same vibe to the NBA, proving that kind of flair and creativity you see at your local park can work on the biggest stage in basketball. For now, the NBA
Dink.
needs to figure out how
Dink.
to bring just a little more of this street style of play to the biggest stages of basketball.
Stop it.
I mean, can you imagine seeing this level of flair in the NBA Finals?
Okay.
Compare that to
Okay.
the current formula we often get. Drive, kick out, 3, transition
Same
layup.
bull.
Drive,
Same
kick out,
old
3,
bull.
transition
Eee.
layup.
Eee.
Sure, it's incredibly effective for winning games, but it highlights a bigger issue that NBA teams are facing. They're winning the battle of efficiency, but losing the war of fan engagement.
Tatum right back at you.
Dink.
I mean, I don't know how
Okay.
you guard that.
Okay, Tay-Tay.
Another big issue the NBA is facing right now is the lack of true drama-filled rivalries. There just aren't
There
any
ain't
to
no
get
more
fans fired
rivalries.
up anymore.
Oh.
But let me tell you, the breaking of the Splash Brothers and Klay Thompson's return to San Francisco
That's
brought
the
us
only
one
one.
of the greatest grudge matches I've seen in a long time. And the game absolutely lived up to the hype. If you're wondering what I mean, you've got to check out this video where Steph, the Chef Curry, went head-to-head with Klay, the Captain Thompson,